Alright, welcome back to the Living channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Kanye West tracks. Yes, the brand new Kanye West tracks from Pulley. We all thought that this album was going to drop on June 15th, but it didn't. I mean, that's not really something new. Ye is known for not dropping albums when they were supposed to drop. So, classic Ye, still doing his old doings when it comes to not dropping records on the date that they're supposed to drop, but nothing we can do about that. Instead, we got brand new tracks from it. We got 3 tracks from it. We have Preacher Man, Beauty and the Beast, and Damn. Preacher Man and Beauty and the Beast, we already reviewed those tracks, but I guess we'll review it again. If I remember the video correctly, I guess I'll pop it up on the screen. I haven't revisited both of these tracks in a while, but let's talk about them again. Here in Preacher Man, we have Ye on this laid back production on this beautiful sample that he used. I'll try to find a sample after this video. Here we have Ye in his consistent flow talking about how he is staying on his ground. A lot of people hate it because it's apparently AI, which at this point, I'm not even surprised if all of these tracks were AI. The creative decline is definitely there if these are all AI. Ye's creativity throughout the month so far, it's been dropping quite a lot, abusing AI and whatnot. Like, come on, man. How are we supposed to get prime Ye if all the works that are somewhat great or decent are dumped to the AI shit? Like, come on. But anyways, here we have Ye talking about, again, standing on his ground. Him being blunt and still raw, even if people are up on his ass. Look, nobody finna extort me, even when they record me. I'ma keep it more G. Hand me a drink before I get more deep. Shade sports less, she watching from the floor seats. I hate that God didn't make a couple more of me. A classic ego Ye bar. I mean, that's been prominent for years, so that's a classic right there. Also the hook, I like the hook. The switch up on the hook was great. Light him up, beat me up. The only goat, the genius one. The switching sides, I seen it coming. The plot twist, a convenient one. Here he talks about how he knows people are switching up on him due to the things that he has been saying. I mean, we are pretty familiar with the things that he's been saying this past few months, so I think it's pretty evident why they're switching up on Ye. But the hook was decent. I'll give him that. The switch up was great. First time I listened to this, I liked it. I still like it now. Sad to say it's still AI slop though. I think it's still a listenable track in some capacity, so. Next up we have Beauty and the Beast, another track that we have already talked about prior, as I've stated from the intro. But Beauty and the Beast, here we have Kanye on this laid back production. You just stare at the sunrise or something like that. It gives me that sort of vibe from this track. Here we have Kanye talking about, he's like in a state of aftermath of something. I don't know what it is. Probably all the crazy shit that has been happening regarding his life and the choices that he has made. Maybe the aftermath of those things, because that's the vibe that the sound is giving me here. Here we have the hook. Think about it every night and day, to try to stay away, to keep my heart in here tucked. Don't take this as disrespect. I'm sitting here trying to redirect them. Think about it every night and day. To try to stay away. To keep my heart in here tucked. Don't take this as disrespect. I'm still here in a trifecta. And then the pre-chorus or the pre-hook here was also great. I think it sounds laid back. It sounds peaceful. I mean, you can close your eyes and listen to this. It's like a lullaby in some way, shape, or form, because that's what it sounds like for me, or that's what it sounded like for me when I heard this a couple of months ago, and it still sounds the same. The only reason I listened to this whole thing again, because I wanted to see if there were like any added verses, was there a different mix or something, but there wasn't. It's just the same thing. There's also probably AI on here, which again, I'm not gonna be surprised if there's some AI on these tracks, because again, it's Ye. It's been disappointing being a Kanye West fan. I still listen to Kanye West's music because like you just cannot make me stop listening to The College Dropout, Late Registration, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Jesus, it's just hard. It's beautiful. Anyways, next up, the last track here we have Damn, that was released. This one was a little bit iffy for me. The intro was chaotic. I'm not the biggest fan. This is probably the worst track to come out of the 3. Here we have the intro. I wish feeling never comes. Repeated that 4 times. Damn, damn, damn. Did I ruin your plans? Plans? Well, that's the way I am. Give it all I had. My feelings are the facts of it. It's more of me to navigate. Pray we never crash. Today will always last. For the ones that pass away. So, baby, did you laugh today? This one's for the path we take. Magic hourglass. At least I gave you that. We have Ye here talking about that's just the way he is. If that someone is expecting a different type of Ye, they're not gonna get it, because that's not Ye. That's another version of Ye. And Ye wants to stay true to himself. I think the singing on this track was a little bad. It sounds like Ye is running out of breath. It's just a chaotic mess in some sort of way. It sounds like an unfinished cut, so I hope this gets finished. If it isn't, or if it's already finished and this is the final cut, this is the one that's going to be put on the record, then this is probably going to be one of the worser cuts, because it just doesn't sound great. I just realized all the track is the hook, and there are no verses, no nothing. So that's quite interesting. I don't know if there's gonna be any updates to this. I hope there is going to be, because this literally sounds unfinished. There's no way this is like the final cut. There has to be like an additional verse or something, or like the mix is gonna be updated in some sort of way. Like there has to be more. This is underwhelming. So please, yeah, give me more and get rid of the AI, or should I say the yay on these tracks. Not just Damn, but the rest of the tracks on this Bully record. Anyways, that's that. Let me know if you want to see more content like this. Drop a like, sub, comment. See you.